Today I have another jewelry unjarring for you. Fred, always trying to get in the show. Hi everyone, this is Barbara. Welcome to my channel, PickyChick. Today I have another jewelry unjarring for you. This jewelry jar cost $25.25 at the thrift store, and I did have a 20% off coupon, so I paid $20 for this jewelry jar. Now there were quite a few interesting things that I saw from the outside that caused me to buy this jar, and I'm going to give you an up-close look at it once I turn the camera down, and I will rotate the jar for you and show you what I saw at the thrift store. And of course, then we will tear this tape off, dump the jar out, and see what else is inside. So let's get started. So now we have the camera turned down, and there's the top of the jar there. And let me turn this sideways and show you a close-up of the view of the vase as I turn it. And this is what I was looking at when I was at the store, trying to decide whether or not to purchase this jar. Now here's one item right there that I thought looked interesting. I think it might be a brooch. There were a couple of watches in here. There is a shell pendant that looks interesting, but this one right here I think might be a brooch, and that looks quite interesting to me also. So here's the bottom of the jar. And I'll give one more turn. Okay. Let's open it up. Look, that looks like a pocket watch there. Okay. I try not to get ahead of myself, but never fails. Something always catches my eye. Let me move this magnet out of the way. Let's dump this out. Okay, empty jar. Push this aside here. And let's get a close-up of what I have in my hand. The first thing I'm pulling out looks like a brooch. Oh no, this looks like a stick pin actually. Yes, this is a stick pin. There is some sort of ladybug jewelry stamp on there, and I don't know what that is, but it's got really pretty frosted multicolor capuchons in it, and I'm just wondering if it might be a vintage piece. It's very pretty. Here's another brooch. Let's get a close-up of that. It's like a bouquet of flowers. There is a stone that is missing there, right there. And when I put the magnet on it, it has a slight draw. Now, if I turn it over, it's a regular type of fastening or a clasp on this. And it looks like there might be a maker's mark, but I just can't seem to make it out. It might even be a mark or a scratch, a mar in the middle. But it's kind of cute. Too bad the stone is missing. Here are a couple of stretchy bracelets. This one is a faux pearl stretch. It's cute, nothing wrong with it. And this one here, there are some stones that feel cold to the touch, and then there are plastic beads as well. This is a stone, the brown ones are plastic, and this might be turquoise or halite. I am not sure. I don't see any white, so it might be real turquoise. So I'm going to hang on to that one. Here's an unusual kind of a boho looking necklace that has graduated beads on there. Actually, they're discs. Look, this is what the discs look like. And it appears that they are gold, maybe losing some of the finish on there, or I can't tell if it was supposed to be this color. It has a hook clasp, so it might be a vintage item. It's kind of cool. I like it. There's a sweet little watch here in this jar. Oh, it's Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse. Minnie's giving Mickey a kiss. It's a Christmas theme. The watch definitely needs a battery. It's got a plastic band that looks like this. And not bad. I think this is adorable, actually. This belt buckle, I don't know if this belongs with it or not, came out of the jar and looks somewhat of a Western theme on the back. It has no Kona. Not familiar with it. I won't be spending much time here with it on camera, but I will look it up. This is a very sweet bracelet, toggle clasp. It has crystals and silver spacers. The crystals have Aurora Borealis finish and even some pearl beads in there. Let's check it with a magnet. I can't quite tell if it's trying to stick or not. Let's try the toggle. The toggle wants to stick. This is a very sweet little bracelet and might be able to sell that on eBay. I will further check into whether it's sterling silver components or not. Very cute. Okay, here's a triple strand seed bead and wood necklace. Copper colored seed beads and ivory colored plastic beads and wooden beads. Not bad. It's a costume piece. Nothing too fancy, but it's cute. Here's a stretchy bracelet. It's clearly lost its elastic and it's almost about to break, but they're real stones. It's kind of an ivory clear quartz and they're very cold to the touch. It could be restrung or the beads could be used for crafting. It's not a bad bracelet. Here's that brooch I saw from the outside of the jar. It's very, very pretty. I am now seeing that there are some missing stones on it though. Take a close look, you can probably see them. There's a missing stone, there's a missing stone. Yeah, there's a couple more missing stones. But isn't that a beautiful brooch? And I do not see a maker's mark on this one. Here's a little rhinestone bracelet. It seems that all the rhinestones are there. It has a fold-over clasp, but this is a pretty lightweight bracelet and just a costume piece. Here are a couple more watches in this jar. This one just says Geneva. It's cute. There's nothing wrong with it. It has copper tone markings on the face. So it needs a battery for sure. And this one says Justice, which is the store Justice. It has a fabric watch band that's pretty dirty and worn, and it also needs a battery. And I'm pulling out the final watch in this jar. It's a Timex digital watch. It is not working. I don't know if it even will work with the battery. I'm noticing there's a spot inside, so it may or may not be working. Maybe that spot is supposed to be there for some function on the watch. But it's currently not working, and the watch band's not in bad shape at all. This is a very pretty pair of vintage screwback earrings. They're set in a gold tone twisted setting. They're green cabochons. They almost remind me of Jelly Bellies, you know, the pins. But there's the screwback there. And let's turn it over and see if there's any maker's mark on it. I do not see a maker's mark, but they're awfully pretty. They're gorgeous, actually. This is a beaded bracelet. It has a felt type backing, and look at the work in this. Look at that bead work. It has a button closure. Wow, and there's a image on the button. I can't quite make that out. Let me know if you can in the comment section. But look at that. The iridescence of some of those beads. Wow, this is beautiful. Check out these chandelier earrings. Let me separate them here. It's sort of an open work. That reminds me of a feather or a leaf. And it's got some plastic crystal beads. And I don't know, there's something about these earrings. I think they're really lovely. Put the magnet on it. Well, the magnet's definitely sticking. But I'm going to keep those aside, maybe put them with a boho pieces. Beautiful. Here's an interesting bracelet. I believe it's handcrafted. This is leather. All this is leather. And it's got a macrame ending and sort of a disco ball type of bead at the end for the closure. Like this. And a cross charm on this end. Here's a costume ring. It's open-ended there, and it's silver tone. It's starting to turn. It's the costume piece. Here's another cute little dainty necklace, sort of boho-y in a delicate kind of a way. It's a silver tone. And it's got light blue beads on it. I believe the beads are plastic. Let me give you a closer look. It's not a bad little necklace for a costume piece. Here's the necklace that was sitting at the bottom of the jar. It looked plastic, and it is plastic. Pretty colors. Very lightweight. Here's a very pretty silver beaded bracelet here, lobster clasp. All the beads are the same size. I'll get a closer frame on that. It has a jewelry tag on there. The jewelry tag on there is Premier Designs. You can see that. It's a nice looking bracelet. Here's that pocket watch that first fell out of the jar when I first opened it, and the chain it goes with. It says Shed Aquarium, so I don't know where that is. This is what the face looks like when you open it. It says Vintage Collection. And it's not running right now. It would need a battery to get it working. Next thing coming out is this really pretty pair of earrings. They're gold tone, they are textured. They have a dome shape there, and there are pearls set into the back, or the front I should say. And they are clip-ons. And I'm going to open up the back and see if I can find a maker's mark. Look at that, Joan Rivers. Very nice, they're gorgeous. Very, very nice. Happy with these. Very happy. Look at this pretty pin. This is a brooch. It's gold tone with, you can see the leaves on twigs. And let's turn it over here. It looks like there is a stamp on the back. I'm going to take a closer look. Okay, so I'm trying to keep my hand steady to show you. It says VO or VD. Yeah, VD, 14 karat and GF, so 14 karat gold filled on that. VD I'm not sure about. I will look that up. But I don't mind finding a 14 karat gold filled brooch in this jar, not at all. Put that down and get a closer up against the white background here. Not bad, not bad at all. Here's a pair of silver tone disc earrings with some texture on the top or a design. And let's see what happens. Oh, okay, well, it's magnetic, which means they are not precious metals. And there's the back. And I'll take a closer look to see if I see a stamp. Not seeing a maker's mark on these. Not a bad looking pair of earrings though. Look how beautiful this seed bead bracelet is. It's got shades of purple beads. Some are iridescent. See the triangular pattern? And it's got a scalloped edge. Pretty purple button bead at the end for the closure. Look how gorgeous this bracelet is. This takes a lot of time to make. I've never made them, but I know it must be tedious. Isn't that beautiful? That's just so pretty. This pair of earrings caught my eye when I was looking at the jewelry jar when I was shopping. And they're very unique. They're clip-ons. And I'm going to take a look at this. There is a mark on the back. See, that says patent pending and then a number after it. These are really beautiful. They're very polished. There's a wavy texture. And, well, it's sticking to the magnet. These feel really substantial. They feel very heavy. So I don't know what that material is that they're made of. But they're very pretty. Here's a brass textured bracelet. I don't see a mark on it. Not bad. It's lightweight. Here's a really pretty cloisonne bracelet in green floral. That's pretty. I like that. Here is a silver tone clamper bracelet. It's very inexpensive. It's a costume piece, but nothing wrong with it. This is a very pretty necklace. It's got a shell pendant, and the rest of the beads are turquoise colored wooden beads. Now this one piece right here looks like a broken piece. It used to be this. So I suppose you could fix it by taking this off and then taking the corresponding one off on the other side to make it symmetrical, I should say. But I'm really liking this necklace. Check out that pendant. This is a real pretty necklace. This has 2 strands of silver chain, and it's got some open work. Let's get a close-up of the open work part. It's hanging down, and it does have a maker's mark tag on there, and that is White House Black Market. That is a gorgeous piece right there. I like it a lot. Very nice. Let's take a look at that pin that caught my eye from the outside of the jar. That's really cool looking. It looks like it's set in wood. Let's get the lighting right here a little bit. Okay. And it has gold tone leaves. I don't know what that material is. And what kind of bird is that? Quail? Pheasant? I'm not sure. That's interesting. If you turn it over, it's gold tone. It is finished. It's losing its finish, I should say. It's got a C clasp on there. But I think this is really interesting. I don't see a maker's mark on there anywhere. I will take the magnet to it and see what happens. Let's get the light down a little bit. Okay. Whoop. Well, it certainly doesn't seem to be precious metal. But nonetheless, this is a really neat vintage piece right here. Very unusual. Here is a rhinestone brooch. Looks like it's in the shape of a bow. Let's take a closer look to see if there are any rhinestones missing. They all seem to be there. We've got the little ribbon part of the bow dangling. That's cute. Let's turn it over. There is no maker's mark on this one. And it is a C clasp, so that just tells me it's a vintage piece. It's very pretty. Look at these pretty earrings. Oh my goodness. These are screwbacks. They're sand dollars, gold tone. Very cute, very pretty. Great finish. And yes, they are marked. Let's take a closer look. Napier. Very nice. Very, very nice. Quite happy with these. Aren't they pretty? Here is a necklace with a very interesting pendant, and it's on this delicate chain. We'll get a closer view of the chain in a minute, but I wanted to show you the pendant first. Now, it is sticking to the magnet. It's got a clear stone. Let's get you a closer look at that. Here's the setting. Looks like prong setting. Here's the back of it. And let me show you the top of it, if I can get a good view of that, or a good close-up of that. There is a stamp on the back. Now the stamp says 925, and there's also some sort of stamp just to the left of 925, and I can't quite make it out. So let me know if you can, if you know what that says. I'm going to put the magnet to it. Well, okay, well, the magnet is sticking to it, so I will definitely test it to see what the story is on that pendant. And as far as the delicate chain goes, that is not sticking. Well, this is sticking because of there is a spring inside of this clasp, but the rest of the necklace is not sticking, as you can see. Now this also has a jewelry stamp on there. And it is 925 as well. I will test both to see what the story is as far as precious metals go, but I still think that's a very pretty necklace. Check this out. I'm not sure what to make of it. It's got their pearls, and it's got a 925 stamp on the end. If you can see that component, it says 925. And the end of it has sort of a Bollywood type of bell charm on it. But there is no closure, so I am not quite sure what this is supposed to be, guys. If you have any ideas and you want to give me a clue about what this might be, I'd love to hear from you in the comment section. It's very pretty, but I'm just not sure what it is. I am loving this necklace. Look at this pendant and the chain. I love everything about it. It's got a boho vibe to it. I'll give you a closer look, but this is a big pendant, silver tone. Let me take the light down a little bit. Open work, a floral design. Here's the back. I see no jewelry stamp on here, but I love this necklace. Okay, it is definitely not precious metal, but that does not matter to me. I think this is really beautiful. And there's a little charm bracelet in the jar. Very cute. It's an affirmation bracelet. It's got little messages like dream, wish, hope, create, and inspire. So this is what it looks like up close. And there's a stamp on the back, and that's AJMC. Now, this bracelet right here sells on eBay for between $10 and $15. Depends on the type of bracelet and which buyer is looking for which type of AJMC bracelet. But it's very cute. It's got a lobster clasp. Not bad. And as we come to the end here, I'm showing you the last final bits. This is a handmade necklace. I'm going to attach this to a bail and made a little necklace out of it. It's a very inexpensive chain there. And the rest are onesie earrings, except for this. This is a broken pair of inexpensive clip-on earrings here. The bead came off. Onesie, onesie, and onesie. This is interesting because it looks like a quality earring here. And if you turn it over, I don't see a maker's mark, but look, it articulates, so it's very flexible. Too bad I don't have the mate for that. I think this is really attractive. So these are some of my favorite pieces from this jewelry jar. I would love to hear from you. What are some of your favorite pieces? Did you think it was a good deal for $20? I was pretty happy with the jar, but I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel and you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing. And while you're at it, hit the bell notification. That will tell you when I post all of my new videos. Thanks again, guys, for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.